Welcome back to Bike Culture Hub. 2026, they've once again proven this mastery with the launch of the all-new Yamaha XSR900 Retro Scrambler. At first glance, it's a tribute to the golden era of two-wheeled freedom, a time when motorcycles were more than machines, they were expressions of soul and grit. But look closer, and you'll realize that behind the vintage aesthetic lies an engineering marvel tuned for the modern-day rider. This bike isn't just about looking the part. It's built to perform, to thrill, and to conquer every surface you dare to explore. The XSR900 Retro Scrambler isn't just another retro-styled motorcycle. It's Yamaha's boldest attempt yet to take their proven triple-cylinder platform and rework it into something that feels like a love letter to the 60s and 70s scrambler culture. Yet it doesn't rest on nostalgia alone. Underneath the throwback aesthetics is a machine that's packed with cutting-edge technology, exceptional performance dynamics, and real-world usability. You don't just park this thing outside a cafe. You ride it hard, wherever the road, or the lack thereof, takes you. At the heart of the 2026 XSR900 Retro Scrambler is Yamaha's celebrated 890 cubic centimeters CP3 inline triple engine. This liquid-cooled, DOHC, 12-valve powerhouse is already familiar to fans of the MT-09 and the standard XSR900, but in this Scrambler version, it's been subtly retuned for torque-rich delivery across the lower to mid-range. Pushing out around 117 horsepower and 93 Nm of torque, this engine is a gem offering instant throttle response, smooth yet aggressive power delivery, and a throaty exhaust note that sounds every bit as rebellious as the bike looks. Whether you're powering up loose gravel paths or carving through a twisty canyon road, this engine gives you the kind of control and excitement that's hard to match. What makes the XSR900 Retro Scrambler stand apart from its sportier sibling is the reworked chassis and suspension setup. Yamaha has raised the ground clearance slightly, reinforced the subframe, and equipped the bike with longer travel suspension front and rear. The KYB fork offers 140 mm of travel and is fully adjustable, while the rear monoshock also gives you preload and rebound tuning options. This setup isn't just for show, it's genuinely capable of light off-road work, gravel trails, and fire roads, while still remaining composed and precise on the asphalt. Yamaha hasn't built a hardcore ADV bike here, but it's rugged enough to make your weekend escapes a lot more interesting. Handling is where this bike strikes gold. Thanks to the lightweight Delta Box aluminum frame, wide handlebars, and a relaxed upright riding position, the XSR900 Retro Scrambler feels both nimble and planted. It's quick to turn in, stays predictable mid-corner, and is confidence-inspiring whether you're flicking through city traffic or sliding it around a loose bend in the dirt. The ergonomics strike a balance between upright comfort and aggressive control. The foot pegs are slightly rear-set, giving you leverage when standing up, and the sculpted tank is shaped just right to grip with your knees. Visually, this bike is an absolute showstopper. Yamaha has dug deep into its historic well of design cues to create something that is unmistakably retro, yet unmistakably modern at the same time. From the round LED headlight with a classic nacelle-style housing to the dual-tone paint jobs with brushed metal accents and ribbed bench seat, every inch screams vintage cool. The high-mounted fenders, side number plates, fork gaiters, and cross-braced handlebars all scream Scrambler DNA. The minimalist rear subframe, retro-inspired graphics, and round bar-end mirrors round off the look. You could park this next to a 1970s XT500 and they'd look like long-lost cousins. Yet, because it's 2026, you also get full LED lighting, a high-contrast TFT display, and switchgear that's sleek and modern without ruining the vintage illusion. Speaking of that display, the 5-inch TFT screen is packed with functionality. It offers smartphone connectivity via Yamaha's Ride Control app, giving you turn-by-turn navigation, music controls, call notifications, and even ride data tracking. The interface is intuitive, and the screen itself is crisp and clear in all lighting conditions. You can toggle between different riding modes, traction control levels, and even adjust the throttle response. Yamaha has wisely included multiple rider modes: standard, sport, rain, and custom, allowing you to tailor the ride to your conditions or mood. Whether you're feeling like an urban commuter or a backroad bandit, the Retro Scrambler has a personality mode to match. On the electronics front, Yamaha hasn't skimped. You get a 6-axis IMU-powered suite of rider aids. That includes lean-sensitive traction control, slide control, wheelie control, cornering ABS, and even a quick shifter with auto blipper for effortless clutchless upshifts and downshifts. These systems operate in the background, only intervening when necessary, and never robbing you of that raw mechanical connection that makes motorcycles feel alive. The integration of electronics is seamless, not intrusive, enhancing the ride rather than sanitizing it. Braking duties are handled by dual 298mm front discs with radial-mounted 4-piston calipers and a 245mm rear disc. The brakes are strong, progressive, and offer great feel at the lever. Whether you're riding hard or crawling down a gravel descent, there's more than enough stopping power with excellent modulation. The standard tires are semi-knobby dual-purpose rubber, wrapped around spoke 19-inch front and 17-inch rear wheels. This setup gives it the right scrambler stance and offers decent grip off-road without sacrificing much on tarmac. Comfort has also been a priority here. The seat is flat and well padded, offering enough room to shift around whether seated or standing. The handlebars are wide and sit at a natural reach, while the controls are light and precise. Even after a few hours of riding, the XSR900 Retro Scrambler remains easy on the body. You could take this on a 300 km weekend blast and not feel punished when you step off. And then there's the price. Yamaha has managed to keep the 2026 XSR900 Retro Scrambler competitively priced at approximately $12,299. Considering the level of performance, premium components, electronics package, and design flair you're getting, that's a solid deal. It's positioned to go head-to-head with rivals like the Triumph Scrambler 900, Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled, and even Royal Enfield's Himalayan 650, and it makes a compelling argument for itself at every level. The real magic of this bike, though, lies in its emotional appeal. It's the kind of motorcycle that stirs something deeper than spec sheets and dyno numbers. It invites you to take the long way home, to ditch the paved roads now and then, and to rediscover the joy of unplanned rides. It's about as analog as a digital-age motorcycle can feel. It brings together Yamaha's deep racing heritage, engineering precision, and retro design passion into a single, cohesive machine that will speak to both new riders and seasoned purists. In a world increasingly leaning toward electric and automated transport, the 2026 Yamaha XSR900 Retro Scrambler reminds us why we fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. It celebrates freedom, individuality, and the open road, not just with its looks, but with every twist of the throttle, every bump in the trail, every lean through a sweeping curve. Yamaha could have just stuck a retro shell over an existing platform and called it a day. But they didn't. They went all in. And the result is a bike that not only looks iconic, but rides like a dream. Thanks for watching this in-depth review on Bike Culture Hub. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the 2026 Yamaha XSR900 Retro Scrambler, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming reviews. Drop a comment below, would you pick this over a Triumph or Ducati Scrambler? Let us know your thoughts. Until next time, ride safe, ride free, and keep the spirit of biking alive.